consume you like a zombie do. In this instance, I can spit it, we all seen that before. I seen stranger things with this pain, but there's no gain if I can't hold it, so I flow it with this moment that I got. That's a lot, I want revenge and also make it cold so you can feel it in your soul, so you know not to cross me, beg your pardon.
Y'all, we back with another MFing episode. Y'all, we don't need no introductions to this. Y'all know who I am.
Yeah, I know who I am.
How you doing today, Miss Mallory?
I am fabulous.
You fabulous?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, so check this out. Today is Monday, right? Now, we typically do not record any episodes on a Monday. But I said, you know what, Mal? Let's call a 911 emergency episode today, y'all. So I was like, fuck it. Let's go ahead and get an episode going. We got some things to do this weekend. You know what I'm saying? We got to spend some time together. I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and call the episode.
It's David's birthday.
Y'all already know the vibes. We going to fuck up. We on that 1942 all fucking week, too. Send me something on the goddamn. I don't need no cash apps. Just send me a few likes and shit on the IG and all that good shit. But y'all, listen, we about to jump into it. Now, this topic, me and Mal has talked about this quite a few times. And the biggest thing with us, we always agree. When we agree, we agree, right? On certain shit. Now, when we disagree, motherfucker, we disagree. But that's normal shit, though. I want you to set the scene on what we're gonna talk about. Because the way I say it, I'm gonna be confusing people. So you set the scene and we're gonna go from there. Phrase what we're gonna talk about today, and we'll take it from there.
What are we talking about?
The meeting.
Oh yeah, okay. Like should the what is it? Should the parent and I guess what you want to call it, step parent? We'll just say step parent.
Yeah.
Even if they not married, we just gonna say step parent. Should the parent and step parent meet? And also, if you do think they should meet or whatever, who should approach who? And that's that.
So I'ma let you go ahead. I'ma feed off of you today, cause you know I got a lot to fucking say, dude. I'ma let you go ahead. Let me ask this way. Do you feel like, let's take a kind of a step back though.
Like,
are we gonna say a step parent or just somebody you fucking with?
I mean, I'm just saying a step parent because I feel like, I guess serious enough to if you think they should meet or approach somebody. So I don't want them. I'm just saying step parent because that'll just like kill it all versus having to keep saying boyfriend or fiance or a husband. So I'm just gonna say like step parent, but it goes to somebody that you like really talking to, not like no random guy or whatever, or if that's your thing. But I'm just gonna say step parent just to call it that.
Okay. So do you feel in any situation that the step parent and the quote unquote parent should ever meet or have a discussion?
I think it builds maybe a healthier situation if they do meet.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, sometimes people just don't ever really meet, and that's okay too. It all just depends on like what it is or whatever. Me personally, I don't think I would have to meet somebody if like somebody introduced, if Haley, blah blah. I don't think I would have to meet nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really like care. Not I don't care to, but if the time came and that person and I wanted to introduce myself, maybe I would. But then again, I don't know, because it's like, what do you talk about? I don't know what you're supposed to talk about. But it's really good when everybody can be like cool. Like if she was to have like a step parent and we was to meet and we just be like cordial, like even sometimes communication can be through her, about like getting the kid and all that kind of stuff. I don't think that's a bad idea. But I don't think you should have to like force nothing. So, because I don't even know like what do you like. Because if I was to introduce myself, I would just be like, hey, I'm Mallory, Haley's mom. I don't really got nothing else to say. Like, what else do you say?
But the thing is though, I guess you can be like, hey, like what would you be like, yo, what's up? I think if for me I'd be like, hey, what's up? But do you think in that scenario, right? Let's just say you're out with your dude, which is me, motherfuckers, and then let's just say another person is out with their like girlfriend, right? Do you think as so you have this one child, do you think you should approach the female and introduce yourself, or do you think vice versa that the female should kind of say, "Hey, I'm such and such,
Girlfriend,
blase,
fiance, or wife.
right?"
I don't think that, and I guess it's good because like right now I'm on both sides. You know, like a step parent and a mom at the end of the day who dealing. You know, like I get to play both sides.
Right.
So I don't think that the step parent should introduce themselves to the real parent.
Right.
I think it's the parent's job to do that. So that's why I'm saying like, so I wouldn't expect like the her step parent to come to me and be like, hey, I'm such and such girlfriend or fiance, blah, blah, blah. I think that would be my job. But it goes to like, all I would do is probably say, hey, how you doing? And that's it. But I think it's the parent's job.
But you don't think that plays. How can I phrase this the right way? You don't think it's like I want to say, I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna kind of explain what I'm saying. You don't think it's like a gender role. So reason why I say that, as a man, right, that has a child, I feel like if I wanted to if I wanted to introduce myself, or if I wanted to know this other man, I would say, hey, yo, I'm such and such. You should already know who the fuck I am.
Exactly.
Anyway. But as a man, I feel like it's a man's duty that has this said child to be like, hey, I'm such and such. Now, you can't, I don't like to say lay down ground rules, but you can be like, yo, I'm such and such, blase, blase. But I feel like roles reversal, right? If follow me. I feel like it may not be the actual mother of the child job to kind of introduce themselves to the stepmom. Do you think that's kind of a fair statement?
So you said you don't think the mother should introduce herself to the stepmom?
I don't think so.
So who's supposed to do that? The man? You think the man should take that lead?
Yep, I think the man should take that lead if it comes to that scenario.
But like, what if y'all not that cordial? And you barely speaking to her. I don't think you're gonna be trying to introduce nobody to her. You see what I'm saying?
No.
What if y'all not that cordial and when y'all do y'all drop offs and stuff, y'all barely speak? Do you think a man would? I mean, even if you say he should, but do you think he would like introduce like the other person?
No. But see, I'm a play devil's advocate, but for me, I feel like you already know how I feel, and we on the same page. I don't feel like no introduction should. I don't feel like anything warrants an introduction, because at the end of the day, we're grown,
right?
And then you know how I feel about my child. I know how you feel about the child, and at the end of the day, my child or whomever, I don't think they're crackheads, so they're not gonna put my child in harm's way.
Right, like I said, like you trust people. Like
yes, I trust your judgment.
So it's like whatever. Unless me and the girl just agree that maybe we might want to be friendly, like
right.
I said, or cordial, which is nothing wrong.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
But I feel like you would have to I would say this, if you wanted to have a conversation and an introduction, then that would be for me on the mother. But I will, like, if I was to probably see her, maybe depending on how I'm feeling, I might be like, hey, how you doing?
Right.
Just on something like that. But as far as the conversation, no, because you never know like how the parent be feeling. Like they could be like bitter and all kind of stuff. So I would never just try to set myself up for something like that, because that'll turn into something else.
But do you think that bitter folks kind of require that? Like, say if the other person is like fully happy, they loving life, they're fully engaged with whoever they're dealing with, do you think they'd be like, yo, it's, and I hate to say requirement because I know we use this word a lot, but do you think they'd be like, yo, it's, you gotta introduce me to such and such?
I don't think they'd be worried about it. It'd be like the bitter people, or I don't think like if you like, cause I'm happy, and so like I said, I'm not even like worried about it. Like I want her to have a stepmom.
Right.
At the end of the day, not saying we have to be the best of friends, but I hope that she like do.
Right.
I don't see nothing like wrong with that. You have two people over here, then you go over there. You know, it's two people over there, and she's a girl, so I don't see nothing wrong with that. But I don't think I don't know.
But see, and people can kind of. I know some people may slice it like different ways because some people may say, well, you don't really care who bees around your child, but at the end of the day, we grown as fuck. I think for certain people, right? Like, and I'm gonna speak on me. Like, you know how I feel about my child. Like,
Right.
as long as my kid don't be like, yo, daddy, this nigga whipped my ass, or
Right.
daddy, this nigga called me the B word. I'm staying. That's none of my
Especially
business.
if your child is old enough to like speak up.
Speak
then
up
it
for
really
herself.
don't matter. Because if I meet somebody, like if I meet you, if you want to tell me your name, okay, your name Brittany or whatever,
Mhm.
Keisha, whatever you want to be called. That's all I'm gonna know anyway. I'm not finna sit here and drill you. So
Right.
at the end of the day, it don't matter to me.
Because I think for me, like the way I kind of think, like if I'm not dealing with this other person, like we ain't like fucking on the side or nothing like that. I cannot tell you how to run your household.
Right.
So I can't sit here and be like, yo, don't have no nigga around my child, yada yada yada. Who the fuck am I
To do that,
to
right.
kind of control your household?
And that's not gonna work anyway. So it's
It's not gonna
why
work
even
because
worth trying. And you show like, and then to me, if I was dealing with if I had a boyfriend, fiance, whatever, and I see him texting some stuff or saying some stuff like that, that's a red flag for me, and that's gonna make me look at you different. And I'm gonna be like, I need to get up on out of here because I'm gonna think you still bitter or some stuff like that. Unless you know. Maybe this girl just be having everybody around your child.
that's how it's gonna go to
and
too.
all kind of stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's like, who's to say this girl not trying to fall in love and the guy just don't be working?
And
So that's the thing about that.
But you know, I was thinking about that today. Y'all, this conversation been on my mind all day. I was like, what would I say something if somebody had like 10 different niggas running in and out the house? And I really had to kind of look at myself. I'm like, no, I wouldn't say anything. But when that child gets back into my presence, I would coach up that child like, hey, not to throw dirt on nobody.
Yeah.
Yo, that's really not normal.
Yeah.
Blase. This person may be looking for love. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Or it's like, what if it's like every 5 or 6 months and she getting in a relationship with these dudes and she trying.
She trying, yeah.
Because it's like, and then if you do got a boy, if somebody is actually your boyfriend, like, you can't really just have no boyfriend and be like, oh, well, you know, I only can see, especially if you like the mom and you got majority of the custody, like, oh, well, I only can see you, you know, when my child not here.
Right.
Especially if this is like your boyfriend, so that's weird. So who's to say this person is not trying to find love? So it might be a certain amount of time that different people is around them. But I feel like as long as they like at the talking stage, then everything is just like, hey, okay, because you never, and people seem like you don't know people, but you don't never know nobody. You can be with somebody for 10 damn years and they end up doing some crazy stuff. Shit, yep. So it don't even matter. I don't know. I think that just be like bitter people.
Yeah, because like I said, I feel like I'm not dealing with a crackhead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know my child is in good care. I cannot control your love life, if you're single, your married life or whatever. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's like, as long as my child does not come back and be like, yo, such and such beat the shit out of me, or such and such
talking crazy,
was talking crazy.
Well, it depends on how crazy, because it depends on how serious y'all dating. Because if y'all living together, sometimes it is rules in that household. And I think both parties should step up at the end of the day. Like, I wouldn't, if my daughter had a stepmama, like, I wouldn't be mad. Like, I mean, hopefully don't hit her, because I don't hit her, but like,
right.
I can't be mad at you for like disciplining her in your household.
Right.
So like, it all just depends. I don't know. That's just me though.
But I think that other parent kind of knows your parenting ways. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you know I don't whip my child, Lord, hope that you won't allow somebody else to come in and whip the child.
Your child, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind discipline, and especially when it gets to girls, I don't believe in like kind of popping or whipping girls. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you don't. But I think that, and then I think it all just depends. I feel like as a woman, like, oh, let's see. I look at stuff a lot tougher. Like if, say, like if, what's it is different. So I'm gonna say if I was a man. If I was a man and I met a woman, she don't have no kids, but I have a kid. I might kind of look at her like relax, especially if I'm like nice to my daughter and she like this, like her discipline is strong and stuff. I might look at it like funny. But if she have a kid and she be like discipline like that kid too,
Right.
and like all kind of stuff, then I would just like let her just take control and do that. Because I think you got to know that a woman gonna discipline. Because 9 times out of 10, most of the daddies don't be doing nothing.
I see what you're saying. With a girl, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that is true though. Cause little girls can get away with fucking murder.
With their daddy, right?
Right.
So if you meet a woman and cause I be fussing.
Right.
So it's like it's bound to happen sometime. And nobody should be like, oh, don't be fussing at my child, blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Because that just don't make no sense, especially when she get home and you fussing at her.
But like I said, it all boils back. You cannot control somebody else's household.
Right.
Like, no matter what you say, no matter what you fucking do, you cannot control nobody else's household. And I think kind of the position that I kind of take on it is like, why am I... First of all, I'm not going to ask to kind of be introduced to somebody because what the fuck are we going to talk about?
That's what I'm saying. Because you're not finna lay no ground rules on me because that's going to be an issue.
We definitely not laying no ground rules. And we're grown folks at this stage of our life. So you not about to tell me to do something and motherfucker, you not paying my bills or I'm not paying your bills. So I'm not going to even step outside of that boundary. And then it's like, for me, it's like, I'm a friendly person, but I'm not a friendly person. So,
right.
My nigga, what are we really gonna talk about? Like, and then let's just say we had like joint birthday parties. My nigga, what am I talking to you for? Like, what are we really but you know how I am, so it's like,
right.
what kind of conversations are we gonna have? Like, you used to fuck my girl? Like, no, I'm not talking to no.
I feel like, or I would feel like, not to catch you up, but unless somebody was like cool, like I feel like people when they both genuinely like over each other,
right.
Then the conversation would be cool. Y'all could probably talk about the game or anything else, like because they not even talking about this girl. I feel like once like two people are genuinely over each other, when they talk to the other person, they might not even mention the damn kid because they not even,
That's
they
true,
just like
they vibing.
Cool. So everybody could just be like cool, but like I said, it just depends on like where the other people head at.
Yeah, that's true though. And like you said, it does depend on the vibe though. But if you're I think if you're a bitter person, you're gonna ask, oh, I need to meet this motherfucker.
Right, exactly.
Then you know what I'm saying? I feel like if it's we don't force no vibes. I feel like if it's not forced and it happens like genuinely, then maybe we can build up like some friendship. I ain't saying like we best friends. No, we not about to go to the club and shit together. But my nigga, if we at the birthday party, we gonna take a shot together. We gonna chat it up, and then I'm gonna move
that's
forward.
what I'm saying. Like I don't think, or even like drop offs. If you was to like do some stuff, I don't think nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
like, that's actually pretty cool if people could like do that. But everybody can't do that because it's always one party that's like bitter.
It always
I don't know
one
why
party.
That's crazy.
It is. It's always like that. And I keep bringing up your daddy, but your daddy was like, he gave me a speech. He always giving me a fucking speech. He was like, one day everybody gonna have to like come together. These kids gonna be graduating and all this stuff like that.
But everybody gotta be cool my eye like this.
But he be making, and I hate to keep bringing him up, but he do be making valid points though. And I'd be like, you know what? You fucking right, cause at the end of the day, kids grow up, and I think. And we about to transition. This one, y'all stick with us. We about to transition because the main focus when couples break up and then they move on, the main focus is the motherfucking kid. And I think people be so hardship to kind of look at what are they doing in this new relationship? What are they doing dating? What are they doing this and what are they doing that? And it's like, motherfucker, that don't got shit to do with you.
Exactly.
You need to focus on your motherfucking kid at the fucking end of the day.
Right. Did you even ask your kid how they doing?
How
was school? Did you even ask how was school?
Did you ask them how they practice was? Did you ask them what they wore today? Did you ask them what they ate today? And I feel like people be so invested in the other person, the adult, they forget about the fucking kid.
Exactly.
Like, and people gotta realize, and I know I'm kind of preaching right now, but people gotta realize kids, they don't give a fuck about materialistic shit. Yeah, we all like to have our kids in the latest fucking Nike designer and blase, blase, blase. But the thing, and I kind of had to learn this too, kids value time that you spend with them.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna value you coming and pick them up, you taking them somewhere, you're giving them experience, then you buying them fucking Dior's on their fucking feet that they gonna grow out in a fucking week.
Facts, especially my big feet kids.
Right. And that's the thing that us as adults that we have to kind of realize. It's like, my nigga, put all the bullshit to the side. Stop thinking about what this other person doing. If you're fucking bitter, you gotta focus on your fucking
Because it's
kid.
like, at the end of the day, you're not gonna change nothing. So no matter what the other person try to do, like, you're not changing nothing.
You're not gonna change shit, and that be the thing. And then y'all know, like, kids are smart these days. Like,
Exactly.
my daughter's 8, your daughter's 9, so they pick up on certain shit. And when these kids pick up on certain stuff, and then just kind of looking back at my life, like, my pops wasn't in my life, so you grow resentment for this person. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you maybe not know the situation, maybe somebody's keeping you away from the other parent, but it's like, yo, why this motherfucker ain't at my competition?
Right.
Or why this motherfucker ain't at my recital? Why this motherfucker ain't with me on the first day of school?
Exactly.
Like, kids be thinking about, like, kids don't voice that shit, but when they get older, you sit back, them motherfucking kids sit back and think like, oh, why this person won at like my football game?
Right. And I feel like, especially too, like, when like, even if you do what you can, but this is one thing I always think, like, when, like, that person has like I'm gonna say step parent, a step parent involved, I feel like that's when parents, even if you was kind of trash, you still try to step it up, because that's when, like you said, like, then they start asking, well, dang, she here, so I know women can be here or something, so, like, where my mama? Or dang,
Right.
he here, where my daddy? Like,
Right.
that kind of stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah, and that be another thing, and it's like when you step into that step parent role, and you kind of taught me this a little bit too, like, not really taught me this, but like, I'm gonna care for the child the same way I do my child. You know what I'm saying? But you taught me some shit like, yo, if you buy one person a Sprite, just go ahead and buy the other person a Sprite, because they gonna want the same
Especially
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Especially with us, because we have 2 girls and
Right.
they're the same age. So that's what, if we had a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old, it's totally different. But you know them, they be going like, oh, well, why you do this if instead of such?
Right.
They don't be acting like that.
But if you have a good person and they really genuinely love you, obviously they're gonna love the child, because it's a fucking package deal
Right.
at the fucking end of the day. So if I do something for one, I gotta do something for the other one. So you gotta step up, and it's like we're a team,
Right.
but we're in
But
an
we not-
unofficial
exactly.
team. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
like, why you mad at the step parent? They making your life easier
Right.
at the end of the day.
Like, that gets you off somebody having to call you to ask for this and for that, because that step parent is stepping up.
Right.
It's like, motherfuckers.
Especially for, like, the man. Like,
Right.
when the woman meets a man, they really like stepping up.
They stepping the
and
fuck
making
up.
your life easy. It might be a little different for the woman, you know, if she with a man that's a provider. But for the woman who have a kid, like, that step parent is making your life easier.
100 times easier. And I think a lot of people don't be realizing that. It's like, all right, my niggas or my females, like, yo, this motherfucker is making your life easier. Like, step the fuck up, do what you gotta do, but this person is gonna do this and do that. We should be collaborating at this point.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my nigga, oh, I'm gonna buy this, and we ain't even gotta have that conversation
Oh, don't
directly.
be talking shit. At least
Yeah,
try to
don't-
do better.
do-
If you don't have any beef or animosity, I would be trying to do more than the step parent be doing. Not talking. You can't talk about the step parent for doing and try to talk down on the step parent, because they, you know, stepping up and try to
Right.
do that. At least I'll be trying to do better than. But not me, because I'm not going to repeat. Salute to you, girl.
But I don't even, for a man, you know, the biggest purpose of the man is to protect and provide.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if we're under the same roof, obviously I'm gonna do all I can, and I'm gonna speak for me. I can be very prideful, so I don't want my fiance to have to call another man like, yo, such and such may need this or may need that. And that's where you got to kind of draw the line. Like, my nigga, don't, as a step parent, don't overstep your boundary because such and such may want to do something for the kid or do something like that. So I had to kind of learn that too. But at the end of the day, my nigga, if I'm buying socks, you buy drawers. We not competing. Right. I'm not competing with no motherfucker like, yo, I'm buying Nikes. This motherfucker trying to buy Dior. Oh, let me overtop this motherfucker. Let me buy Dolce & Gabbana. Right. No, the focus is the fucking kid. And we got to realize as adults, we are a fucking team at the fucking end of the fucking day. Like, all bullshit aside, it ain't no need to be on no gangster shit with people. We got that shit just dumb because it's like when you be on gangster shit with people,
especially people you know you gonna see. So it's like, what you gonna fight in front of the kid?
You gonna have to see this motherfucker.
You gonna fight in front of the kid?
I wouldn't fight in front of the kid.
Well, no, I'm saying people who want gangster stuff like, what you gonna fight in front of the kid? Baby mama, baby daddy, what you gonna do? Fight me in front of the kid?
And there's no need for like unnecessary drama. Like, if you have a 3-year-old and you already see like this other person is serious in a relationship, you gonna have to see this motherfucker for at least 15 years until the kid graduate. And you know the motherfucker gonna be at the graduation. You know we're gonna be at the birthday parties.
You gonna fight me one time, I'm still gonna have to see you after that. So
and if you beat me the first time, I'm gonna have to see you again. We gonna keep fucking fighting every time we see each other.
Every time we see each other, so that's just stupid.
That shit is dumb. So it ain't no need for no gangster shit. It's like, yo, you gotta put the animosity aside. And that same
woman still gonna be around your kids, so y'all
every single day
fighting for nothing.
Somebody may be lumped up, but motherfucker, when I see you at the motherfucking next football game, we getting it in, but we still got to go back to the fucking kid at the fucking end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So people got to stop. It's like, yo, kids do not ask to be here, bro. And then kids do not ask to be in certain situations. Yeah, shit not perfect. You know, when you have a kid, you should be with the person, but we all know shit fucking. You know how the old folks be. Well, you should get married first before you have a kid. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but if you know how it is.
Yeah, but you gotta cope. You gotta, and that's a part of co-parenting. Like, people are gonna move on. Like, no matter how ugly you are, no matter no, for real though, no matter how short you are. No matter how fat you are, it's somebody out there that is gonna.
What?
It's somebody out there that's gonna love you. People are not made to be alone. Mm-hmm. It's like people gonna eventually move on, and 9 times out of 10 they're gonna find somebody.
Yeah, eventually.
You know what I'm saying? So, I think people be living like in the back of their mind, like, yo, this motherfucker ain't gonna never move on ever.
Some guys will tell you like that, but if you got your confidence, like, nigga, please.
Yeah, you gonna find another motherfucker. So that's what you gotta realize. Like, yo, people are gonna move on, bro, and nobody should be so focused on the other person. Let that person just move on and just focus on your fucking kid. And I don't understand why people don't. That shit don't cope in people's head. It's like, you worried about me fucking dancing on TikTok. Did you ask your motherfucking kid what kind of chicken nuggets she had today?
Exactly.
Did you ask your kid how was school today? Did you meet any new friends today? No. Did you ask your kid that? No, but you worry about me fucking gyrating. Did you
ask your kid, did you miss me? Did Facts. You ask him? Did you tell your kid I love you?
Did you tell your kid did you call your kid this morning? Hey, good morning. I hope you have a great day at school, or good night.
And I'm not talking about just the first day at school, because school goes
every
on
fucking
and
day, bro.
Not just the first day and then that's it.
And people, like, you gotta be emotionally attached to your fucking kid, because I'm telling y'all, if y'all listening to this shit, kids pick up on shit, bro. And the older a motherfucking kid get, and you're not present, that kid ain't gonna give a fuck about you.
People just need to stop acting crazy.
They do.
Fun fact. I'm going to tell y'all a fun fact that people going to disagree, and you is. Because you know I did it earlier.
What?
I think that if the other parent is acting like crazy and the child is old enough, then you should just like show like the child. Because people be talking crazy, and it's like, I think your kid need to be seeing that stuff sometimes.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's like, you acting crazy. Like, you want to act dumb, I'm going to make you look dumb. I do for real, and that's I said that's a fun fact, but it's funny, and a lot of people gonna disagree, but
They are
I
gonna
do
disagree.
think that, and I would tell you that, and I would text you and be like, "Hey, I just saw such and such your message," especially if you talking crazy to me for like no reason about nothing, like that kind of stuff. I do. That's funny to me. I laugh.
Y'all, we finally got on something that we
I
disagree
would
with.
laugh because I think it's funny.
I know, I know you, and I'm gonna disagree with you. And you know why I'm gonna disagree with you?
Why?
Because I took a fucking co-parenting class years ago, and the co-parenting class, the lady said you need to shield your child from certain stuff like that.
Well, I wouldn't because your parent is acting like crazy.
But that's what I'm saying though.
No, I
Because
wouldn't.
it's kind of like, even though the parent is acting crazy, and I kind of agree with you a little bit, but it's like, oh, I have to shield this child from like putting up a boundary because they know this motherfucker's just retarded as hell.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying like if they just like cursing you out
Right.
or something, but when they be trying to talk about like you, let me see, let me think of an example. Dang,
They just talking stupid.
right.
Or you talking about like specific topics?
I just feel like just like whatever, like even if it's like a parent who daddy don't get them or something, and you asking the daddy to come get him, and he was like, no, I don't want to get him.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
I just feel like people should just be like open with kids because eventually like kids are fine. Not if the baby daddy or baby mama just texting you, cursing you out like on some stupid stuff. No, not that. But when it comes to like the kid and they just acting like crazy or just like saying like stupid stuff like, oh, they gonna get custody or some stupid stuff like that. Like, yeah, I would show them.
But
Because your kid, like I said, if your kid is at a certain age, sometimes, and it'll make them feel stupid if you be like, hey, well, I just showed such and such, you know, like the messages that
Yeah,
you
that's
sent,
true.
especially if you're being harassed, because some people get harassed. So people just keep bothering you. It's like, at this point, it's like, yeah. It's like, nobody be want to just block the baby daddy or the baby mama, you know. So it's like I don't see nothing wrong with it. It's actually funny because it's like you're a clown and everybody gonna see it.
see, sometimes you gotta block a motherfucker, cause like when I think when kids get like, it's not like you're dealing with a 2-year-old or
Exactly.
3-year-old, and then it's not like, let's just say if you wanted to like buy your kid like clothes or shoes and shit like that. I'm not coming to you to ask you what shit I should buy.
Right, exactly.
My kid is old enough to kind of make a judgment like, yo, I like this color.
Especially with a phone, if they got a phone.
If they got a phone, is and like I said, I took a co-parenting class, so I'm a little bit torn. But when they got a phone, motherfucker, why am I communicating with you
Especially about like
about
crazy
like
stuff,
stupid
right.
shit like clothes, shoes, or what did this person eat today, or you know what I'm
just feel
saying?
like anything. I feel like you could be like, hey, ask your mama, can you come over here this weekend? You
Right.
can text the kid that because at the end of the day,
Right.
you can ask the kid if she want to come over there any damn way.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, yo, when I say for stupid shit like, did you eat today? I'm not gonna text them. I'm like, yo, what did such and such eat today?
Or how was such and such school today? Like how?
Or
yeah.
how was her day in
Yeah.
school today? No, motherfucker. I'm a directly to the source type of nigga. So if I wanna get the details, I'm gonna ask the source, which is the motherfucking kid.
Exactly, because I gotta ask them anyway. If you asking me how was their day,
Right.
yeah, I gotta ask anyway.
But I think some people do that to kind of keep them ties with that other person. For me, I don't like unnecessary conversation.
Right.
So we gonna draw a motherfucking line in the sand. Don't text me no stupid shit about no clothes, no how this person feeling today. This kid is willing and able and can answer shit on their own.
Exactly.
Ain't no need for the unnecessary fucking conversation at fucking all. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like a lot of times, like, and it depends on y'all relationship because some people still be cool, but for the most part, if you got a kid old enough, I personally don't like the drop off and pick up. I wouldn't do that. Like,
Right.
tell your mom I'm gonna be there in 20 minutes because kids don't be paying attention to that kind of
Right,
stuff.
that's true.
It could be 30 minutes. I feel like that should be adult on adult, but all that other stupid stuff, like, just ask that kid and leave people the hell alone.
You got to though. You gotta leave people the hell alone, because everybody got to fucking move on at the fucking end of the fucking day. And like I said, I don't like unwarranted conversations. I'm a person that I don't like small talk.
Right.
So if I feel like we small talking, it's like, my nigga, what you want, or you trying to set me up?
Yeah.
And I don't want you to want nothing from me, and I don't want you to set me up for some stupid shit.
Exactly.
So the small talk, nigga, I would ignore that shit like a motherfucker. And it's like, yo, what's the fucking point when you get kids at a certain age where you can kind of and kind of rolls into another thing, babe, because it's like you're building that rapport with that kid.
Right.
So you're getting more engaged. Like, yo, even though it's bullshit conversation, kids don't even realize that. Yo, what you eat today?
Exactly.
Did you have a good time at school? Oh, what you wore today? Did you make any friends today? What kind of shoes did you wear with that outfit? Like, bull.
Especially if you don't know.
If you right, and if you don't see this kid every fucking day, you can have those bullshit conversations with the kid. I'm like, yo, a kid to think, yo, this motherfucker asked me what I wore today. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Or this motherfucker asked me how my day was. That's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? And then like for me, I kind of make it a habit when, and I don't, you do the pick up and the drop off, but I make it a habit when the kids get out of school. Yo, let me ask them how their day was.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, did y'all meet any friends today? What y'all do today? What y'all ate today? And it's like, even though we're in the household, it's still I'm engaging with the kids. Like, you can be an absent parent still in the household because you're not communicating to the kids. You don't have nothing to do with them. You know what I'm saying?
Know the teacher name.
You don't even know the fucking teacher name. You don't even know what they suppose, what test they got on fucking Thursday.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like I say, y'all, I think kids really pick up on that shit because they're like, yo, this motherfucker don't give a fuck.
Right. This one parent asking me all this other one ain't doing nothing.
Yo, they compare. I'm telling you.
I think they do at a certain age.
They definitely compare. Like, yo, why this motherfucker here and this other motherfucker ain't? Or why I told such and such to come to my football practice day, but they never showed up.
Right.
And I got no explanation for it.
Exactly.
And that's when kids start building up that fucking resentment.
But they're gonna blame it on the other parent instead that you put.
And see, that's why I kind of agree with you of showing like, yo, look at this, what this motherfucker said. Exactly. They ain't gonna come pick you up today.
Saying. Like I told you, Daddy, you had a game or whatever, and he didn't come.
He didn't come.
Here's why.
So they probably looking at you like, oh, you ain't tell my daddy about the fucking game. That's why he never showed up. Mm-hmm. Like, no, I showed your daddy. That motherfucker just decided not to fucking show up.
Your mama didn't even tell me the time and all that kind of stupid stuff. So that's what I mean. Like when I be like, just show kids, like, why not just be real so they can know?
Yeah, be real with them. Yeah, so I agree to disagree with you on that, but I morally agree with you on that one.
Mm-hmm. That and I think people should have boundaries too. Don't be texting people's phone out late at night. I don't like that. I feel like
that's true.
I don't know the cutoff time, but if it's something stupid, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be stupid. So you can just wait till in the morning or something.
That's true though, and I'm gonna get personal. For me, I set a inbound rule for me. I say anything after 5 o'clock, that's business hours. That shit can wait till tomorrow.
Right.
And please, baby fathers, baby mothers, ain't no need to text nobody on the fucking weekend about some shit that can wait till fucking Monday.
Exactly.
Motherfucker, we trying to enjoy ourselves. We done been dealing with these kids all fucking week. We done been to work. We had to do pickup. We had to do drop-offs. We have to pack lunch. Bitch, don't text me nothing about no fucking kid on the fucking weekends because you fucking sitting at home bored as a motherfucker.
Right.
And I'm over here taking care of these fucking kids.
Don't text me about no shoes. Don't text me about
don't
no
text
clothes.
me about
you know what
shit.
size they wear. Don't text me about nothing.
Don't text me. Bitch, holla at me on Monday morning between 8 and 5 o'clock. Like, babe,
for real though.
That shit is stupid. Like, it's like, oh, I'm bored today. Let me get on this motherfucking nerves.
Let me text him at 10:30.
Let me text him at 10. Let me text him at 10:30 on Friday night when I know this motherfucker made it. Done drop the kids off to the grandparents' house and they finally getting the fucking break. No, bitch, you better wait till Monday at 9 a.m.
Don't even text me. Yeah, don't even text me at night either. Like you said, like.
Yeah, babe, people gotta set boundaries, and that's all about not being bitter. And
to me, that's just bitter and stupid because, like, to me, I'm like, if I had something to say to like my daughter, daddy, or something, I ain't texting that man late at night. Like,
because it's gonna look crazy.
Especially not starting, the conversation. But I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, let me tell him this and that and that.
Because what if that person is dealing with a female or something? They see your phone, your name pop up at 12 o'clock. Motherfucker, what the fuck y'all talking about at 12 o'clock at night?
Right, and only like it has to be something very important to the point where like
it better be a fucking emergency.
It would be something for me is like, say if you're supposed to go pick her up from school, right?
Right.
And I'd be like, if it come out, well, dang, I forgot to tell you that, hey, we going somewhere, so
Right.
you're not gonna be able to get it. Because I would never want to waste nobody's time. I always want people, to work around their schedules. Like, I'm not gonna make you think you gotta pick up when I know deep
Right.
down you don't. So I might just shoot you that little message and that's it. But just to say something stupid like, hey, did you get them clothes at 10:30? Like, I'm not finna do that. That's stupid.
That shit's stupid. That shit dumb as fuck.
And in my head, I wouldn't even do that. Because, like, I don't want you texting me this late night. Like, stop texting
I don't
me.
even want you to think that I'm thinking about you about some bullshit.
Exactly.
Like, bro, it's Saturday at fucking 10 o'clock at night. You think I'm worried about some goddamn tennis shoes? Like, come on, y'all. People gotta do. Yo, it's all about.
You think I'm worried about that? Are you getting her from school on Monday? Are you doing this? I'm not worried about nothing you gotta do on the weekend if she with me.
And it's like, yo, like, let that other person live. Leave them alone, bro.
Don't text me, on Saturday, like you say, what day can I get her next week? If you don't ask me this on Monday and leave me alone.
And you know the other thing that gets up under my skin? If you know I'm on fucking vacation.
Right.
You know I'm having a funky good time with my motherfucking woman. I don't want to hear nothing about. I love my kid to death. We love our kid. I don't want to hear nothing about no motherfucking kid when I'm on vacation. When you know we having a funky good time. We at the pool bar in fucking Cancun taking 15 motherfucking shots. Right. Don't ask me about no motherfucking school supplies. You know I'm on vacation from Thursday through fucking Sunday.
Especially when you can ask the damn kid.
You can ask the fucking that, and that's what it all boils down to,
right?
Bro. Unnecessary conversations, y'all. We do not have to have as adults, bro.
And people don't even understand respect. Because, like I said, even if you at the store get some school supplies and your kid old enough, and you know I'm having a funky good time, you can at least call that kid and be like, "Hey, ask your mom or ask your daddy, what I need to get and all that kind of stuff."
Call the fucking kid, okay?
That's funny. People are sick.
People are there. People are sick, and people are fucking miserable. Let that misery go. Babe, we've been talking for a while.
Why you got glitter on you?
I don't know.
Yeah, turn this off.
Yeah,
we talk too much.
We gonna let me give y'all the benediction, because we've been preaching to y'all tonight. The thing is, if you're bitter, bro, sis, let that fucking hurt go. Okay? Let it go. If you gotta go to therapy, if you gotta go to counseling, get the counseling that you need. Because at the end of the day, when them kids get older, they gonna be asking questions, and you buying a fucking pair of tennis shoes or you buying pencils, that don't amount to the time that you lost with that motherfucking kid. That's what y'all need to take from. I know we ran our mouth on this.
Talk a lot.
We did. But that's what y'all need to take from this conversation. Especially us black folks. Let that bullshit go, bro. Don't be on no gangster shit with no other parent, because as a man, you gonna have to fucking see me.
Unless you ready to fight every time you see me.
Unless you willing to die about this shit.
Or that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying, babe?
I said just fight. If you gonna start some drama with me, you better be ready. And you try to fight me, you better be ready to fight at the birthday party, at the competition,
at the fucking
competition, at the school play, wherever we at.
When I
pick up and drop off if I'm in the car with him or if he in the car with me.
Nigga, listen,
you better be ready to fight.
When you talk that gangster shit, you better be ready to go at any moment, any fucking nigga. If I see you walking through Walmart, I'm knocking you upside your fucking head. And that's what people got. Like, I can go on about this shit, but y'all, you gotta stand on that shit you talking, because we gonna see each other.
That's stupid to me.
Like, nigga, you can't avoid this motherfucking train coming at you. And like I say, if I lose one time, nigga, you gonna see me again. What the fuck you talking about, nigga?
And then if I win that time, then you gonna want to fight.
You gonna want to fight me the next time. It's a never-ending cycle.
Going. And now you ruining all the events.
You ruin the fucking events. We can't be in the same room at an event, because nigga, it's on site every fucking time. And then that's when you gotta, like, if y'all have like joint parties, so that's when you gotta like end all that and all that kind of stupid stuff, and it's just dumb, and it's not worth it, especially when you can't change nothing. It's unnecessary.
And that same person gonna still be around your kids, so it don't even matter.
Every fucking day.
And now you can't even go to the birthday parties, and know you only got about 3 family members. I ain't trying to be with everybody not close to their family. So no, you only got 3 family members, so she can't even like have a party on your side because you're not even that close to your family. So
it's crazy.
That's weird.
Be on the fucking same team. Don't make nobody be petty. I'll take selfies all day and post your kid like it's fucking mine, dude. That's what y'all gotta stop this shit. So we're gonna wrap this up. Let me give y'all the benediction. Stop being bitter. Let that hurt go. Focus on them kids. If you're not a present parent, make sure you try to have a conversation with the kid at least every other fuck. No, fuck that shit every fucking day.
I don't see how people can't talk to that. We're gonna keep on going because I don't see how people don't talk to their kids like every day. And I guess that could be because my family close. Because you know, like my brother and them be reaching out to like Haley like all the time.
Babe, if we can go, we don't. I want to cut this short because that's a whole different. How many minutes we at, y'all? I'm sorry, this is ghetto.
They can just not
watch
it.
See that and that.
Because what else? Why we bringing back another episode about this? Is like
let's just roll up into that conversation. That's the thing. I feel like I'm a little bit extra sensitive. You know how I am when I'm with my daughter. So I don't like for my daughter to be played with.
Right.
So for extended family members and for me, especially the men family members, so the uncles, the grandpas, the stuff like that. Like I feel like a female should have a good foundation of men that's kind of like checking on her, because I'm gonna speak for me. I'm not perfect, so maybe it's something that I'm doing wrong that she can learn from her grandpa, or maybe something her grandpa is doing wrong that she can learn from her uncle. And if she's growing up and she's picking up these little things from these loving men in her life, she won't be in an abusive relationship. She won't be in a bullshit relationship because she's kind of picking up on game. But as uncles and grandpas that don't check up on, especially for me, their granddaughters.
That's what I'm saying. Like men and daughters, I don't see how people are not reaching out.
I don't see it either.
Every day. That don't make no sense.
That don't make no fucking sense. And the thing is, you don't have to talk to this child for 3 hours.
They don't even want to talk to you anyway, because you know they don't barely want to talk to the parent that they stay with on the phone. You only need about a minute. Then they be like, "Oh, we're gonna call you back. We play the game." Blah blah blah. So it's like that. And then another thing I would say is like, especially when you know like that child, like what do you call primary parent? I guess you would say.
Mm-hmm.
Family is so close to the point. It's like, well, let me at least show this child what I know, like her. Just say aunties and like say if she with you and you see like her aunties calling, her uncles calling. Like I know her family's close, so it's no way that she can not be with me for like a week and I ain't even reach out. Like that's just crazy to me. Like how somebody don't even think about like what is their child doing.
Right.
Especially when you're not the primary
primary parent. Yep.
That no, I guess, but I've never been in a position, so I don't know.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part, because it's like, yo, if you're not primary, you need to be checking up on your kid, even though you know the kid isn't good. And like I said, I know I keep repeating the same shit. Kids catch up on the shit like that.
Right. Now if I'm the primary parent, I done had you about 2-3 weeks.
Oh yeah, let me go a few days. No, we need a break from each other.
But it's like as not the primary parent and you not seeing your child often. It's just crazy how you can't even send a text message or just a phone call. Like, and people look at that. Like I said, if she got other family members like, oh, all my uncles calling me, my papa reaching out to me. What the other man in my life at? Like, why my daddy not calling, or vice versa? Why my mama not calling? Like that kind of stuff. That's crazy. But I don't know.
But I also feel like when you know somebody else is kind of like the primary, and the other parent is really not seeing this kid so often and things, and like I say, it's different because like I'm very sensitive when it gets to my daughter, and I'm sensitive when it gets to even like just little girls in general, like my nieces and shit like that. And if you know this motherfucker is the primary, like it should be a village. Like, let me send this kid some fucking socks and underwear because I know this person is basically taking care of everything. Or let me just check up on this kid just to see how they emotionally is. Like, or let me make sure this motherfucker, like, this kid, like, nails is like done, or you know what I'm saying, like, or
let me send my daughter just $30
or let me just Google some shit for like to see if my daughter can get their hair done. Like, people gotta like, you gotta work together when they get the shit. And I feel like a lot of people just leave like a primary parent on an island, like, yo, you gotta just figure that shit out on your fucking own. No, motherfucker, this child is still in your family. And I'm talking about like the opposite side of the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, the primary parent, the primary family is gonna be like, all right, we there with you, my nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it be that motherfucking opposite side. Like, yo, still your grandchild.
Exactly.
Still
Whether
your
you do see it or not, and even if I feel like even if the other parent, because everybody not close to their family, and that's fine, that's understandable. But well, never mind. I guess it's just the cycle continues. Because I'm like, all right, if you got a girl or a boy who not really close to their mom and their daddy, then I guess the child don't never really see the grandparent because
Right.
that person not close to their mom and daddy. 9 times out of 10, they probably got it from their mom and daddy. So
Mhm.
that's why
That's how the cycle
they not
continue.
worried about the grandchild really.
Yep.
So that's how that is. Never mind.
But that's how you gotta break that mold though, and then it's like, damn, why this old motherfucker ain't really checking up on me?
Because that's how they was with their kid, I guess. Maybe like as their kid got older and they don't really talk to like their kid like that, like all the time. So I don't know,
That's
because
true.
me and my mama talk every day, so it's only right that.
Yeah,
She
y'all
be
y'all
calling, hey, and all
y'all
kinds of
y'all
stuff.
don't miss a fucking beat.
Yeah, if I don't answer the phone, she goes, so what's something wrong?
Yeah, yeah. I've never seen nothing like that before. Y'all motherfuckers don't miss a beat. And the thing about you, and I hate to call info, but I'm just talking. But the thing about y'all don't argue. You know that?
We had our arguments,
But
we
it's not
do-
like hard down
Oh,
arguing.
it's
I'm
not
not.
arguing to where we be mad for
For, like, 3 days,
No,
like-
no. Every time we argue or something, and she'll call like Haley and be like, "That's your mama," like in the background or something.
Mhm.
Like that. We ain't never like went like days without talking to each other. Not even like a day. Cause we just have a disagreement and then we just be right back to like talk.
To
I'll
now,
be
right.
like bye or I'll just hang up and then she'll be acting like she's trying to call me back about something or something dumb.
I'm being a
And then,
peacemaker.
yeah, not ever just talking like that. Now we don't got nothing to argue about like that's serious.
But see, yo, I think your entire family is like a tight knit group. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling, and we got to get off here because we getting too personal. And I was telling my sister, I was like, yo, Mal, she got like cousins, like fucking 10 cousins, like the same age as her. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like everybody always, not like everybody always talks, but it's like you got your pockets. You know who? It's like your friends. Like
Yeah.
you really I know you my family, my nigga, but I really fuck with my
Yeah,
nigga
yeah,
Dante
yeah,
right
yeah.
here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my nigga Renee, he cool and all, but if I had to call for some shit, I'm calling Dante before
Right.
I'm calling Renee. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So everybody got, I feel like y'all got y'all little pockets, but like y'all events, all the whole family come, and it's like, all
And
right,
then we all be like going out together, so you can tell
Right.
that's how you cook. Because you can have family, but not really be doing stuff with them like in the
Right.
streets, and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
You could just be with your friends and not really hanging with your cousins. But like you say, most of us like in a age
bracket,
to
yep.
where it's like, okay, well,
it's
cool.
like, damn, my nigga, if I don't hang with you, you probably lame as fuck.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I don't, y'all a little different though, but I'm done.
There's a lot of us. That's
It is.
You
It's-
know, it's like 20. My grandma, it's like 20. It's like 21 of us that's like first cousins.
But how many people would you out of 21 of y'all? How many do you think is within y'all's age bracket? At least 10, ain't it?
Okay, give me a second. I gotta count. Okay, so we got what age bracket do you want to go to?
I would say I would
Would
go.
you do like at least
I would go 8.
20, 18? You do 18?
Fuck no, I'm not partying with no 18
Oh,
year
so
old.
let's do like 25
Let's do 25
to
to
like 40 or something.
25 to 40.
Yeah, cause that can balance. Cause them girls like, oh shit, that's everybody except for like two like no, 3 of them sisters live out of town. So, but let me see how many of them. It's 2 cousins, but they live out of town. That's in that age bracket. And then it's like, so it's 2 cousins because we got Charbonnet like our age. She live in Dallas. Then her brother Jordan.
Who?
Charbonnet, she live in Dallas. That's my cousin. That's my mama's sister daughter.
I've never heard of a day
Yeah, she
in
live
my
in
life.
Dallas. She don't really be out here. So that's what I'm saying. But you said in that age bracket, she
Right.
lives in Dallas. So it's her brother Jordan that's in the age bracket. But then it's like, my Aunt Lynette, 3 kids, Tiffany, Brittany, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
That's 3. Then you got Sandra, 3 kids, Dee Dee, Chelsea, Chanel. That's 6. Then you got me and my brothers. That's 9. Then you got Sharon kids. That's 12. Did I get all of them? Yeah, Sharon, Sandra. Yeah, so it's like 14 plus the other 2.
Do you think they planned that?
No, because everybody kind of like different.
But you do you
But
know?
Chad and Jada got the same birthday and they're the same age.
But you know the weird shit about that?
What?
Your kid, Brittany's kid,
Bailey is 11.
is still in that age bracket.
We got
Y'all
me.
kid, y'all basically following the same
Chelsea,
mode.
especially Chelsea, Haley, Landon, and Jessica, because they all 9, and Haley birthday in February and their birthday in March.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like y'all, like we was just saying, it's a repeat of this fucking cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's not like, yo,
Not on, hey, let's everybody get
yeah,
pregnant,
yo, let's
baby.
get everybody get pregnant at the same fucking time. It's like it's still the same cycle. Even
Cause like they got Miles, the twins.
That's what I was about to say.
Like Blake one.
Right.
So that's like 4 of them that can go. And Jersey eventually gonna catch up with him. He ain't one yet, but he about to be
Right.
one. So it's them 5.
and then you got Ava. She's in between that
and
bracket.
Rain. No,
Yeah.
she got Rain. Both of Shan grandkids. And then other than that, that's about it. Oh, then they got Trey and Nene them. They all about the same age for the most
But
part.
it's still the cycle is over.
Like, it's like everybody gonna have somebody to like
To be- to
hang
fuck with, yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Everybody gonna have somebody to fuck with, and it's always good to have family to fuck with. Like my
Especially
mama,
if everybody like get along.
right? My mom always say you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your motherfucking family. And it's good to have that motherfucking family that's kind of a close knit. Cause on my side of the family, like, I got a few cousins that's close knit, but I got older cousins. Like my
Yeah.
nigga, we can't really vibe the way I want to vibe with my motherfucking cousin that's the same age as me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, at the end of the day, I'm grown, but I'm still not gonna do certain shit around you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause that's some weird shit.
And I don't know what else. It's like we be having like disagreements, of course, but everybody mouth so big and everybody think they tough to the point where you can just have a disagreement. Then 5 minutes later, you be like, oh
Yeah, y'all got some big fat mouths.
right. But I'm saying like at least when people mad at each other, we don't go like months.
Oh,
and
no,
years
y'all gonna
without
talk
talking.
about it.
We gonna talk about it like right then and there,
Yeah.
like a day or 2 later, and then everything will be like cool.
Yeah, y'all big mouth asses definitely gonna fucking talk about it. All right, y'all. It's been cool, man. I know we done went on a motherfucking tangent.
12:30.
It's 12:30, y'all. We had to drop this. We gonna call this episode 911 emergency because we had to get this shit off our motherfucking chest. I appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is another episode of the Self Assessment Podcast. Hit that motherfucking thing, baby. Hit that hand clap. I say hit the hand clap.
Oh, you guys so ghetto.
Well, this is a ghetto. This is a ghetto production, y'all. Peace.